Hello Leo, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, this is Blazer the Morkie, and we're here with your reading for the next 10 days. Today we'll be pulling a card for your overall energy. We're going to take a look at your energies, the energies of the person connected to you, and then how those energies mingle and dance in the middle. We'll close it off with an oracle card for the Leo collective. Keeping in mind these are general readings, so take only what resonates and leave the rest. If you're interested in more context and texture, I recommend checking out your sun, moon, rising, and north node readings, and that will help paint the full picture. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but the description below is packed full of information about this reading, about me, links for personal readings, all the good stuff. Be sure to check it out, like, share, subscribe, and let's get going on this reading here. Okay, Leo. Your overall energy is the number 29 card, which could also be important number for a birthday or a significant date. And you get creation, the water element. Ooh, very interesting. Fire signs getting water. So there could be some emotional energies going on right now. I really like the sense of all the doves rising up around this character, a sense of peace, possibly in the emotional energies. Let's see what we got going on here for you and the person connected to you. You get the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. One thing's for sure, you've been working hard, Leo, so you've been putting, the fire under all of your actions, and you've been working at things. I think you've been pretty inspired and you've been pretty focused there. You do have some stress. It could be possibly from overworking yourself. You could be a little overworked at the moment, in need of some respite or a vacation. And I think that might be what you're considering right now, or you could be planning a vacation or a break. The energies are definitely coming up and out for you to have a bit of peace and bring a little bit of balance to all the hard work you've been doing. So if you have been overworking or just working long hours, working your fingers to the bone, it's time for a break. For the person connected to you, they get the Lovers, the 3 of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is somebody very interesting, because I always feel like, Leo, you're a very romantic sign and you appreciate romance. I think this person brings romance. They bring partnership. I don't know if you're connected physically in the physical world to this person. This could be somebody that you're manifesting for in your life. They have a lot of expansive kind of energy. Again, I don't know to what degree they're acting on that energy yet, and possibly this is why the two of you haven't quite linked up yet, but I do see the desire on their side to partner up, to team up, to collaborate. This could also be someone in the workspace or in your career, some sort of business partner of some kind. You have a common love for something or some sort of work. In the middle of the connection, the two of you have the 8 of Swords and the Universe card, which is a bonus tarot card in this deck. So the 8 of Swords, it's a tough energy, but it can also be one of release. So for right now, it kind of feels like it's a closed door on this connection of sorts, but I don't feel like it's a locked door. It's not a do not enter. It's a closed door for right now. It could be opened up though. Maybe that's because the two of you have some work to do. So if you are one of those Leos that is manifesting bringing new relationship into your life, whether it be romantic or business or friendship, it's out there. But the two of you and this other person are still working on something. Now we have the Universe card here in the middle, which represents infinity, infinite growth, your solar spiral of creation, how you're walking it, how you're navigating, your movement, your evolution, the possibilities. I really like that energy. And I think through this connection with this person, that is a possibility here. So For some of you, you may have already met this person and you kind of have that feeling of like, oh, I really enjoyed so-and-so's company, or I really liked bumping into so-and-so, you know. It could just be the very beginning of things in the physical as well for some. Let's look at this Eight of Pentacles. Have you been overworking? Yes, you have. You have the Ten of Wands and the Tower. Now, the Ten of Wands comes in showing me the kind of burden you've been carrying. You're working too many hours. You're working your fingers to the bone. You're very burdened with the workload. Okay, it's unreasonable, it's unmanageable, yet you're still expected to plug away at it. This could be very detrimental to you at this time with this Tower coming in. It's almost like you got to take your break. You got to take your time off. Do not take your time off, especially if you're working really hard, working a lot of hours. You could be the kind of person who's racked up some hours here of time off, leave, and you need to take it. You need to take it. It is time to consider your own health here, Leo, because the universe is going to let you know you're out. You're out. Either you take the time, or the universe is going to come in with a lesson, which is going to make you take the time. So I think this is something you really need to get clear on here. Remember, to be in that creative energy, that creation, and that water flow that we got in the beginning. Think of a waterfall or a river flowing over rocks and how fluid it is. In order to be in that energy, you can't be overworking in, you know, the corporate world or something of that nature, okay? So be careful with that. Be careful with that. Take your time. It's time for time off. At the time of this reading, it is around the holidays when I release this. Maybe just take a good block of time and, you know, really minimize your requirements for responsibility. For the Nine of Swords, you get the Magician and the Chariot. Whew, okay. I'm starting to feel a little bit better here in your energies. You're starting to recognize, and maybe it is through taking the time off, recognizing how you might move differently moving forward, how you might work with these elements a little bit differently, how you might especially work with the energies of the cups and water and your emotions, and how your emotions are flowing and which emotions are stuck or stagnant. Because if you really are trying to manifest a deeper, richer relationship with a significant other, or maybe they're existing, or maybe they're just coming in, you really need to be in these clearer, more balanced energies, okay? Because the heart, your big lion heart, needs to come into things in a more powerful way so that you can manifest what you're looking for, and then be able to not only manifest it, but uphold a partnership of the magnitude for which you're manifesting. For the Two of Wands, you get the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Swords. This almost looks like, to me, Leo, like you would take your break, but then when it's time to go back to work or back to that, you have a lot of indecision around that. You may be in a place where you're really needing to look for a new opportunity for yourself, a new job, a new solution to whatever problem you have, because what you're throwing at it is just draining you of all your energy. It literally is taking your life force down to zero, from like 100 to 0. And I just feel like your energy is getting wasted on something that you don't get benefit back from. Okay, now I know this can be a really hard bridge to walk over, but I think you're going to continue to feel defensive and depleted unless you really make some sort of change. Now, maybe during this time off, you're just really focus your energies on making the change mentally. Maybe you put your resume back out there. Maybe for some of you, you may be ready to put in your 2 weeks notice. That is up to you. You have to determine what is the best for your life. I am not telling you one way or the other. I'm just saying the energies are leaning towards you really beginning to address this in your life, whether you're making a yes, no decision decision now or in the future. I think something's coming here because you can't continue on to be totally depleted of your vital life force energy, and then the only time you ever get a break is when you like force yourself to go on vacation. There is more balance that would like to come into your life. For this person with the Lover's card, they get the Strength and the Two of Swords. So when it comes to commitment for this person, once they commit in with someone, it's a very solid commitment. It is very strong. They're also showing me Leo energy, or that is their desire and their intention is to commit to you. They have this Two of Swords though. They could be picking up on some of the damage that you're doing to yourself through overworking. For some of you, it may not be overworking. It could be overeating. Some of you could be over-exercising and cause yourself an injury, pushing too hard. I think this person picks up on it. I think they pick up on that energy and they're like, well, is Leo ready for me to bring this up or bring up this opportunity or move toward them, right? They want to, but are you ready? Let's look at this Three of Wands for the person connected to you, or the person's energy that you're calling in. They get the Emperor and the Page of Pentacles. I sense a lot of stability in this person from this Emperor. I feel like they're in a powerful place in their own passion and maybe aligning with their passion. They seem a bit more aligned in living their dream than you do at the moment. You're not that far behind here with the Two of Wands that came up on your side. You have just that reevaluation to do. I feel like this is somebody that would love to offer what they've learned to you. So again, for some of you, this may not be romantic. It may be a new business partner or someone coming in to collaborate with you on a project. And I feel like they have lots of practical tools that they could show you, and they also have a bit of foresight and information that they could gift you and grant you that would really help you in this. Maybe this person, prior to where they're at now, had been through some situation like this where they had burnt out. And so they have some wisdom there to share with you. But I feel like they do it from a really non-invasive way, where they're not telling you what to do, just like I'm not telling you what to do. They're just offering like peaceful, gentle information. This is what helped me. I was definitely in that place. I can totally relate to what you're going through, and it took me time, but here's what I did. For the Three of Pentacles, they get the Death card and the Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this person has gone through a transformation when it comes to their work, their career, their job, their passion, and collaborating with others. They've probably learned some lessons from failed collaborations with others. They have been able to transform, though, back into, no, not back into, they have been able to transform forward into a place of really beautiful curiosity around their own gifts, talents, and abilities. And Leo, I think they're really coming up in your reading because that's something that you desire as well. You really want to be able to focus more on what lights you up. You're showing me that with the Two of Wands down here. You just feel really burdened and conflicted about everything else, all of your other responsibilities. Now, for some of you, you could just be a single parent, a single mom, or a single dad, and a lot of the responsibility lies on you, and it's really hard for you to see your way out because you need that money flow coming in, right, for you and your children. And so there's extra pressure there. You may find an ally, however, in this other person who has been through a similar situation to you and or can really relate to you and help bring a little peace. Yes, they relate to your state of mind. In the energies that you share together, we had that Eight of Swords, and at first that was kind of worrying me, like something needs to be released, and I think it's the pain. From their side, they bring in the Three of Swords. They're no stranger to healing up the pain and the intensity related to the way that they were moving before and the way they were operating before. And on your side, you get the King of Swords, meaning that this person's experience here could really contribute to some clarity for you. And I think this is the kind of person you're going to feel like you want to talk to. For some of you, this could be matching up with the right counselor or mentor as well. But a whole lot of clarity comes in as a part of this relationship. And it's because of the relatability between you and this person who has traveled not the exact same path as you. The details are different, but a similar theme. And I really think they can understand. And it makes it easier to talk to people when they have an inkling of where you're at, and they can have some compassion and some empathy for you on that. Now let's look at this universe card here, because this is opening up something way bigger here with your connection to this person. So not only is there the relatability and the empathy, but something bigger is opening up here. Yes, on your side, you get the Judgment card, and they're bringing in the King of Cups. So Leo, I think through this connection with this person, as it evolves and grows, you are really going to learn how to forgive yourself for pushing yourself too hard, for working yourself hours on end and just working yourself right into the ground. There's a lot of self-forgiveness here. You're definitely being called by the universe, and I think that's one of the reasons they're probably putting this person in your life or in your zone of awareness. They bring in a whole lot of love and understanding. They're really operating in the relationship with you from the heart space, which I really love to see. They're not trying to tell you what to do. They're not trying to mix you up or confuse you. They're really trying to offer and hold space from a very heart-centered place. Their energetics are looking very good for that. They look like they've actually been through it. So again, we have relatability, and this is going to result in something very big, I think, for both of you actually. So something bigger than what we can even conceptualize in this moment right now. Even me looking into this energies, just on the other side of this veil, just on the other side of more interaction with this person, just on the other side of you putting yourself first and getting that downtime that you need more frequently. So Leo, let's pull you a card here from the Super Attractor Oracle to close off your reading today. And Leo, your message from the Super Attractor Oracle is, when I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. And how wise does this character here representing creation and water look? She has been through it. Now, whether you're male or female, it makes no matter. There's wisdom here to be accepted and allowed into your energies, and it's through your connection to the spiritual realm. You've been so busy working and working so hard and working so many hours that this part of you has been neglected, but the universe is bringing it back around, and they're bringing at least one person, maybe more, into your life who are going to help you with this. Leo, thank you so much for joining this very interesting reading today. It was my pleasure to do it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.